I'm sad to hear about the death of Christine McVie, as she's been inspirational to me in my own performing arts journey, especially the song Don't Stop, which has given me a lot of hope in overcoming challenges and trauma that I've endured in my life. My question is to Grace, do you ever feel like stopping? You're such a fierce advocate and inspiration, but I wonder, have you ever felt like stopping the work because of the media backlash and challenges that you faced? How can you continue to give young girls like me hope to keep advocating for change in this world, and what are your top 3 tips?
Well done.
Well, first of all, thank you very much. You know what? I'll be honest with you. Because that's all I can be. The honest answer is yes, I do, sometimes. I've had a really hard 24 hours, actually. This morning I was meeting with the Department of Public Prosecutions because the child sex offender who abused me and others have alleged they've abused him as well. Oh, sorry. Well, that would be nice, wouldn't it? He has been menacing and harassing me this year. And the thing is that he hasn't really stopped for the last 12 years behind the scenes, And that's the background.
There's a court issue as well.
Yes, that's the background context, in which I sort of wrote my book, and it's also the sort of background context of my life. This work is not easy. This sector is very fraught. It's a very traumatised world that everyone operates in who fights against child sexual abuse. But it's also the most rewarding. And the most rewarding part of it for me is connections like this, the ones that I have in private with people who have also been through this. And like I said before, it's 1 in 6 boys and 1 in 4 girls. And it's probably an underreported statistic because of the mechanism of shame that is driven by people like that man, who is a coward, by the way. Those people are cowards who do this, who try to drive wedges between men and women. That doesn't actually exist, okay? There isn't a wedge between us or any wedge anywhere. It affects all of us. It's as indiscriminate as life itself. And when I get to meet people who have also been through this, and I've travelled around the country, I've been very, very fortunate to get to do this work. And when I shared a story on the project about a man who came up to me in Perth who when I met him, all he could do at the time was just reach out a pinky finger, and I knew. He was in his 50s. He would have probably been, 55 or something like that. And when we had a hug, afterwards I learnt that he hadn't had the courage to shake anyone's hand for about 10 years. And then I was in Townsville, and then somebody had heard that story. Then he reached out his pinky finger, and now I go around the country and people will just reach out their pinky finger, and I have all these, and it's this domino effect where people are finding the courage within themselves. And I had that happen with me, the first survivor who ever, I ever met, who was a fellow survivor. That happened. They were the person for me who did that, And everybody can be somebody's someone as well. And it's a beautiful thing. So I do think about stopping sometimes, but I think about that effect more than anything. And it's this lattice work of change that we're forming, and we're standing up to these people. And so, yeah, I do. I get down and out sometimes, but I never give up, because I think about the people who we're doing this for, and it's the people who need a voice.
And that's, what do you take away from that? I mean, because you said that the words of Christine McVie, sadly passed away from Fleetwood Mac, don't stop. Just listening to Grace now, what do you take away?
It just gives me hope that our future generations will be able to learn like amazing people like you and continue to advocate for what needs to be said.
That's lovely. Don't stop. Don't stop. Thank you, Grace. Thank you. At any point, tonight's discussion has raised any issues for you, you can contact 1800-RESPECT or Lifeline on the numbers that you can see there on your screen.